In the year 2147, Earth had become a mosaic of both wonder and dread. Towering cities of glass and steel glittered under a vibrant sky, a result of decades of technological advancements and humanity's relentless spirit. Yet, amidst this progress, a dark cloud loomed. The arrival of the Tazara, an extraterrestrial species with an appetite for domination. The Tazara descended upon Earth like shadows swallowing the sun. They were colossal, their skin shimmering with iridescent hues that changed with their moods. Their eyes, deep and abyssal, surveyed the planet with a sense of superiority. Upon landing, they unleashed their power, demonstrating abilities that sent shivers down the spines of even the most resilient beings. Their psychic abilities allowed them to manipulate thoughts, instilling fear in anyone who dared to resist. Cities fell silent as the Tazara established their dominance. The world's leaders convened, trembling at the prospect of negotiating with these formidable beings. Diplomats and generals alike found themselves reduced to quivering figures, their strategies lost in the cacophony of panic. But amidst this chaos, a spark of defiance flickered within the hearts of the humans. In a small underground bunker beneath New York City, a group of scientists and former military personnel gathered. They called themselves the Resistance. Among them was Dr. Maya Chen, a renowned physicist who had spent years studying alien technology. Her unwavering determination stood in stark contrast to the fear that gripped the rest of the world. "We can't let them win," Maya urged, her voice steady. "We need to show them that humanity is not to be trifled with." Captain Ethan Rodriguez, a veteran with a troubled past, nodded in agreement. "We need to harness our ingenuity. We've faced challenges before, and we've always found a way." While the world cowered, the Resistance began to develop a plan. They researched the Tazara's weaknesses, deciphering their language and analyzing their technology. Through their studies, they discovered that the Tazara thrived on fear and submission, feeding off the despair they inflicted on others. With this knowledge, they devised a weapon that could disrupt the Tazara's psychic powers. As the Resistance worked tirelessly, the Tazara continued their reign of terror. One fateful day, they announced a gathering in the heart of New York City, demanding the submission of humanity. The message echoed around the world: "Bow before us or face annihilation." But the Resistance saw an opportunity. Under the cover of darkness, they activated their device, an intricate mechanism that emitted frequencies capable of neutralizing the Tazara's psychic hold. As the day of reckoning approached, Maya and Ethan prepared for a confrontation. On the day of the gathering, the streets of New York City were filled with terrified citizens, their eyes wide with dread. The Tazara hovered above in their hovering ships, a menacing display of power. As the leader of the Tazara, a being known as COWERED, descended, an eerie silence fell over the crowd. COWERED's voice boomed through the air. "Humans! You stand on the brink of extinction. Submit to our will, and perhaps we will allow some of you to live as servants." But as fear rippled through the crowd, Maya and the Resistance activated their device. A wave of energy pulsed through the air, and suddenly, the Tazara's psychic grip began to falter. The humans felt a rush of clarity wash over them, emboldening their spirits. They stood tall, no longer cowering. COWERED's expression shifted from confidence to confusion, then to rage. "What is this trickery?" he roared, his eyes narrowing as he realized the humans were no longer under his influence. Ethan stepped forward, defiance radiating from him. "We are not your playthings. We will not bow down to you." Maya joined him, her voice steady. "You may be powerful, but you have underestimated our resilience. We will fight for our planet and our people." The crowd, once frozen in fear, erupted in a chorus of support. "We will not cower. We will not submit." Their voices rang out, drowning out the menacing presence of the Tazara. The tide had turned. The humans surged forward, their newfound courage igniting a fire within them. They charged toward the Tazara, emboldened by their defiance. The Resistance had unleashed something that even the Tazara could not comprehend. A unity born from the depths of despair, transforming fear into strength. COWERED, now faced with the full force of human resolve, summoned his soldiers. The Tazara retaliated, launching a psychic attack meant to subdue the uprising. But the Resistance was ready. They had equipped themselves with technology that countered the Tazara's abilities, causing the aliens to falter. A fierce battle erupted in the heart of the city. While the Tazara unleashed their formidable powers, the humans fought back with sheer determination and ingenuity. The resistance worked in tandem, using their makeshift weaponry and strategies to outsmart the invaders. As the clash intensified, Kalar found himself overwhelmed by the humans' relentless spirit. With every strike, every shout of defiance, the Tazara's confidence began to wane. The humans were no longer the submissive beings they had expected. They were warriors, defending their home, their families, and their way of life. Finally, with a surge of energy, Maya directed the device toward Kalar himself. A wave of power erupted, sending the alien leader staggering backward. His once confident stance crumbled as the realization dawned on him they had underestimated humanity. In a final, desperate attempt to assert control, Kalar tried to unleash a wave of psychic energy, but it was too late. The device surged, and with one final blast, it neutralized his powers. He fell to the ground defeated. As the dust settled, the humans stood tall, triumphant. The Tazara, once a symbol of fear, now scattered in retreat, their plans for domination thwarted. The world, which had been paralyzed by dread, found new strength in unity and resilience. The resistance had not only fought back, but had reignited a sense of hope within humanity. As they stood among the ruins of the battlefield, Maya and Ethan shared a look of determination. They knew this was just the beginning. The Tazara would likely return, but humanity had proven one undeniable truth. In the face of fear, they would not cower. They would rise,